There, I'm Brad and I run Flip Profits, which is a channel within this channel, and I make thousands of dollars a year simply going through both the trash and Craigslist free section and flipping items. So if you're here, you've probably been brought here by flipping as a key word. Or I don't know, you tell me, put it in the comments. How did you find this video? But this is not pre-planned. I'm going to go through random cities on Craigslist and just show you what I flip. So this is South Florida, and let's begin. So right now on Saturday, February 1st, all of this stuff is available. So you could go get this stuff, by the way, if you live there. But the point is just to teach you something like this free gas barbecue grill. I would email the owner, ask if there's any problems with it. There probably aren't. And I could flip something like this at a minimum for $45. I have flipped the better artisanal grills for as much as $90. Those are those fancy eggshell shaped ones and so forth. Furniture, I'm not a huge fan of. This couch is just too big. Hurricane storm shutters. If you have a metal pile in a truck, you can simply scrap that by adding it to your metal pile. Some metals are worth more than other. A fiberglass heavy extension ladder. Let's take a look at that. You want to make sure that there aren't any problems with this. This guy says he got it 5 years ago and it's just sitting outside and it's heavy. This is actually awesome. It's a 40-foot Werner ladder. There absolutely is a market for this. If I didn't live so far away from Jupiter, and I can't fit it in my car anyway, I would go and get this. That is a fantastic flip. A boat. The person wants to donate it, but just in general, probably stay away from boats unless you have a special knowledge about dealing with them, and of course, boat trailers and so forth. Vacuum cleaners I have flipped in the past. They range from $20 to $60. They could theoretically go beyond that depending on if it was like a really nice Dyson vacuum and it didn't have a lot of hours on it. Clothing, theoretically, you can take very good clothing and send it to a website like thredup.com. I'm not affiliated with them. This isn't a sponsored post, but ThredUp gives you a percentage of the goods after they then sell it, but they only take and accept really nice clothing. I've done desks before. I'm not a fan of that unless it's a really nice one. Let's quickly look at this. For my domain knowledge on furniture, it's lacking, and I think that's my bias that I avoid it, but maybe you know more about it than I do. Write in. What do you think that this table is worth? Should I go to downtown Miami with a truck and get something like this? I just don't really know. I'm not that big of a fan of it. Okay, cat stuff, pet stuff in general is always a seller. I like to sell the pet kennels for $20 to $50, especially when you see the rare ones, like the ones for Great Dane. You know, maybe someone's Great Dane has passed away and they have this dog kennel for a huge dog. I will go and get something like that to flip it. All right, let's mix things up. Let's go to a different city. So we're here in Craigslist, Miami. Let's check out Boston. So again, this is not planned. I don't know what I'm going to be seeing making this video. Okay, free section in Craigslist, Boston. By the way, different cities have different stuff, you know, different personalities and cultures, different amounts of generosity. I used to live in Boston and I find it better than doing this in South Florida. I don't know why, but so we see some audio equipment. Maybe that's something you could put on eBay depending on what it is. Coffee cups, just not valuable enough unless you were collecting this stuff to do like a yard sale if the person was giving away a lot of things. Again, here's a West Elm couch. That's bulky and cumbersome to bring back to your house or where you're storing stuff. Gaming chairs. I like doing office chairs. I get $30 to $60 for those typically. Sometimes I'll just blow them out for $25. And if they don't have any tears in them, or this spring broken, or the hydraulic for lowering it up and down, then that's a seller. You don't want to get it with any of those other problems. Like this guy says, the chair doesn't stay upright when putting pressure on the back. So unless you know how to fix that, probably avoid getting this chair per se. Medical stuff is very good. Wheelchairs, crutches, those knee scooters. Some people don't have medical insurance, or they just don't know where to get medical devices, and you can flip that stuff. Car parts are really good for putting on eBay. So this is a 2013 X3. It looks like the blower motor, I think, the HVAC blower motor for a BMW. That's an obscure item, so that would be best put on not your local Craigslist, but on eBay. Anyways, I'm going to end the video here unless there's anything else amazing. So put any questions that you have in the comments.